Here's how you can change the dynamics in relationship with others by changing yourself, shifting your own identity. Just pull out all the power back, understand who you are, and it takes tremendous amount of work. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of brutal at some point, but here's what you can do. When you know who you are and you're not afraid to use your voice, when you're standing tall in your truth, authentic self, this is where you're drawing boundaries automatically from others, and you're becoming untouchable. When you're using for relationships with others, your coping mechanism, your strategies, whether you're a yes person, whether you want to please everyone. That's what I used to be for a very long time until I've realized. And you can become very easy a victim of a narcissist because you don't have those boundaries. Even worse yet, if you're an empath. Here is my story. Year ago, one of my friends, she asked me, how did I change the dynamic between me and my father? What you have to understand, me and my father, we don't live in the same country. So I go and visit him like once or twice a year. My parents, they separated as well. So they live in completely different cities. And I said to my mom, I was like, listen, I'm just gonna go and visit my father. Once I got there, we had a very good conversation, but maybe half an hour into it, he just flipped at me. And that's what he would usually do, because I've learned that he's a very manipulative and controlling person, something that I didn't realize up until last year. And he's got some narcissistic traits. Don't get me wrong, he's a great guy. When it comes to like helping or having deep conversations with him, he's absolutely amazing. But here's what happened. When he flipped, I then said to him, I'm not going to talk to you anymore in this kind of manner. What did I do? I've stated my boundaries very clear with him, and he didn't have access to me. Then I said to him, if you're going to continue talking to me like this, in this aggressive manner, I am going to just go home. I mean, like I'm going to go to my mom. And all of a sudden, he just calmed down for 5 minutes, up until he flipped again, from no apparent reason. But what you have to understand, I'm not going to be someone's emotional bag that you can punch anytime or just spill all the emotional vomit at me. I'm not that person anymore. I used to take a lot from him. And at that moment, when he flipped second times, and I warned him, I'm just gonna walk away. So what happened? I grabbed my stuff, I walked away. He was calling me crazy, he was calling me all sorts of names, but it didn't bother me. I was crying as fuck when I left. But on the other side, I thought to myself, you know what, you're brave to actually do that, because no one ever stood up to my father. He's got this like authority figure. And I got home, I didn't want to talk to my mom about all this situation, just to spare her. And my father was already on the phone to her, and he explained what happened. My mom, she was angry at me, like everything is my fault because that's what he likes to do. He is the victim. Everyone is basically guilty. And I said, no, this is not how it went. And she understood something. We had a very long conversation, and now I understand why my mom is also a people pleaser, because this is her coping mechanism, how she was surviving with my dad for all these years. Now she's happy, bless her heart. So what happened in that moment? My dad, up until today's day, doesn't know how to deal with me. But what it is, I have a respect. I've gained respect only because I showed him my boundaries, because he doesn't have access to me anymore. I encourage you to do the same. This is something what I teach you, how you can find your authentic self and come back to being you, how to recognize who you are, set the boundaries, and just to recognize and find your own self and your own voice. Drop a comment below breakthrough and I'll drop you a freebie.